Good morning, students. Today we are supposed to discuss about the integration process of some type of special functions. That means yesterday we studied about the integration. Just we discussed the introduction about this integrations, and that means what is the integration and how you can get a integral of a function, what process can be taken up to find some integrals of basic functions. Those are called also some basic formulas for integration also. Using that in formulas we completed some exercise questions also. Okay, and the relation between integration and differentiation also we studied. That means what is the differentiation and what is the integration and what is the relation between those things. Okay, that is also we studied. You know that it is the antiderivative means the result when we getting after completion of differentiation process. So its antiderivative is called integration of that thing, integral of that thing. Okay, so that's why it is called integration is the reverse process or inverse process of differentiation. Okay, that is, if I already told, suppose you take some direction from A to B. Okay, doing some process from A, you get the result as B. So if you come to A in the reverse direction, then you will get that integral of B. So that is, so A to B means B is the derivative of A. If you follow the this direction B to A, you will get the integral of B, like that. So that's why we say inverse process of differentiation is called integration. Okay, the result which will come out by doing process is called the integral of that function. Okay, so using like that we studied the relation between those things, and some basic formulas also I told to you, and I requested to all of you to buy out those things. Okay, once again I will repeat those formulas because those things will help us some more the integrals today what we are going to are dependent on those formulas. That's why today just to know we recall those things. You know that integration of x power n, integration of x power n dx, integration of x power n dx means it is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. That means integration of x power n function with respect to the variable x, it is written as the symbol integration x power n dx, and its integral is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 dx. Okay, for example, if you have integration of x square dx, integration of x square dx, then it is x cube by 3 plus c, because there is the function is x square, so x power 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 plus c, where c is a integral constant. Okay, though that also we discussed why we are taking c every time after getting this integral means. Okay, c is called integral constant. Okay, because there is no change you can find if you add a constant to any function, then after by differentiating those things. Okay, that's why we will add a constant to the resultant integral. Okay, so using like that integration of x power n dx is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Okay, and integration of e power x dx is e power x plus c. Integration of a power x dx is a power x by log a plus c. Okay, integration of 1 by x dx is log mod x plus c. Integration of taking trigonometric functions, integration of sin x dx is minus cos x plus c. Integration of cos x dx is sin x plus c. and integration of tan x not so far not we found that thing, but I told you that we will get it will be studied later. Okay, integration of tan x is log sec x plus c, integration of cot x is log sin x plus c, integration of sec x dx is log sec x plus tan x plus c, integration of cosec x dx is log cosec x minus cot x plus c. So like this, these are the integrals for the respective trigonometric functions. Okay, and then going to this inverse trigonometric functions, integration of 1 by under root of 1 minus x square dx is sin inverse x plus c or minus cos inverse x plus c. Next, integration of 1 by 1 plus x square dx is tan inverse x plus c or minus cot inverse x plus c. Okay, like that, integration of 1 by under root of integration of 1 by x into under root of x square minus 1 dx is sec inverse x plus c or minus cosec inverse x plus c. Okay, so like that, these are the integrals for some functions which are getting in inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, but you have to find integration of sin inverse x dx, integration of cos inverse x dx, and integration of tan inverse x dx. Those things also will be evaluated by using some special methods in the later sessions which will be discussed, because to do those things and those to find those integrals we need to follow some special methods. That's why we are leaving them now. Okay, so like this, you are having so many formulas, means they are the basic functions. Those are the basic functions to evaluate some integrals or some special type of integrals which will be useful. Okay, so like this, all those things we discussed in the last session, and some examples I also discussed with you and asked you to complete all those basic integrands which are given in your textbooks as exercise questions or some examples questions also. So if you all of you do that, those things, well, I hope all of you are very well about this integrals, which are very basic things in this concept of calculus. Okay, so that's why these are the basic formulas. Okay, and some also I told you some basic algebra of these integrals are also there. Suppose if you have to integrate a function such that integration of c1 f of x plus c2 g of x dx, that means you are having here sum of two functions. So then you have to integrate both the functions separately. That means if there is plus or minus between any two or more than functions, then you may have chance to calculate those integrals by term wise. That's why integration of c1 f of x plus c2 g of x dx may be written as integration of c1 f of x dx plus integration of c2 f of g of x dx. And here c1 c2 are somewhat constants, that is those are not linked with x in any way. That means the variable which we are taken. So that's why it should be calculated. It does not affects the function because it is independent of x. So take that constant before the integral symbol and then integrate the remaining function. So finally it is c1 into integration of f of x dx plus c2 into integration of g of x dx. Like that, it is also, if it is there minus, you may also proceed the same thing. Okay, so now today we are discussing some more integrals and think these things are not so tough or not so new to you comparing with the last session. These are also some basic integrals which will be used very frequently in doing some other questions. That's why today's session also some basic conceptual session, okay, and takes all these things which we learned in the last session, okay. So by the by, I am B. Sayana, lecturer in mathematics, working at a government polytechnic Nirmal. Okay, so today our session is about integrations, and more precisely it is about indefinite integrals. Okay, you know integrals are two types. Integrals generally are two types. Okay, the one thing is the first one is indefinite integral, and second one is definite integral. So now we are discussing about only indefinite integrals. Okay, particularly in this indefinite integral only we mentioned that integral constant c. Okay, in the definite integrals the c will not be appear. Okay, so in this indefinite integrations today, this is second session which are going to be discussed some methods of integration. Okay, some methods of integration, they are integration by substitution, integration by partial fractions, integration by parts. Integration by substitution, integration by partial fractions, integration by parts. These are the some particular methods which are more useful to find or evaluate some integrals given in our exercise and example questions. Okay, so going to the integration by substitution method. Okay, this is the most important method because most of the integration questions will consider this method, or most of the questions related to this integration will be solved using by this particular substitution method. So it is the most important thing. Okay, while evaluating so many questions, you will have to use this substitution method. Okay, so that's why I am requesting all of you, please be careful while listening this substitution method. Okay, this corresponds to the rule of differentiating a function of a function. Okay, so one thing you have to remember that already you know integration is nothing but it is a reverse process of differentiation. Okay, so you have to remember and recall all the methods and all the formulas and all the basic information related to the differentiation process, because it is integration completely depends on that differentiation concept. That's why most of the questions will be solved in a way how we find out those derivatives for functions. So that's why the substitution method also, this corresponds to the rule of differentiating a function of a function. Okay, for example, you know that d by dx of sin x is cos x. Okay, d by dx of sin x is cos x. But if it is d by dx of sin kx, then how you calculate those derivative? You used chain rule. I think all of you remember that thing, chain rule in differentiation method. Okay, that is to evaluate this to evaluate the derivative of sin kx, you used sin x formula and then used this chain rule. That's why d by dx of sin kx is cos kx into d by dx of kx. D by dx of kx is, k is constant as it is, remains, and d by dx of x is 1. So d by dx of kx is k. So finally it is k into cos kx. So d by dx of sin kx is k into cos kx. So in that similar way, you know integration of sin x dx is minus cos x plus c. Okay, so if it is kx, if you have to find the integral like sin kx dx, then which method you have to follow? Okay, so to solve such type of questions, we are mostly in need of this substitution method. So to explain those things, I will give some example here. To evaluate integration of ax plus b whole power n dx, we must remember the corresponding result of integration x power n dx equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Okay, you know this is a basic property or basic integral, that is integration of x power n with respect to x is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Okay, and replace x by ax plus b in this result. What we are having, that is integration of x power n dx equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Replace x by ax plus b and divide the result by a, which is the derivative of ax plus b. Then you will get the thing, integration of ax plus b whole power n dx is ax plus b whole power n plus 1 by n plus 1 into a, that is 1 by a. Okay, so 1 by a into ax plus b whole power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Okay, I think all of you understanding this. Okay, just recall that how you calculated this integration of ax plus b whole power n dx is just you are using the result, that is integration of x power n dx is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Okay, so same thing, that is just substitute in this basic property x with ax plus b and divide the result with a. A is the derivative of this function ax plus b. Okay, so this is 1 by a into x power n plus 1 into 1 by a into ax plus b whole power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Okay, that's why I am illustrating this formula with some example. Integration of, find or evaluate integration of 3x minus 5 whole power 7 dx. Okay, or otherwise suppose this can be solved, that is integration of ax plus b whole power n dx. Particularly we are saying that is by substitution method. So that's why suppose ax, substitute ax plus b equal to t. Okay, substitute ax plus b equal to t, then differentiate this equation with respect to x, then you get a into 1 plus 0, a into 1 plus 0 equals to dt by dx. Or finally a plus 0 is a equal to dt by dx, or a into dx equal to dt. Okay, so then substituting this thing, ax plus b is t, so t power n, and your a into dx equal to dt or dx equal to dt by a. So by substituting you will get it, you will arrive at integration of t power n into dt by a. By a means it is the constant 1 by a, so put this 1 by a before this integral symbol, and then the remaining thing is integral of t power n dt, t power n dt. So it is 1 by a integration of t power n dt, just same as integration of x power n dx. So this is 1 by a into t power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Okay, again resubstitute this t value, then you will get 1 by a into t is ax plus b, so 1 by a into ax plus b whole power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. So like that. Okay, so that's why you should have a clarity. Okay, when we have to use this substitution method while performing this integration process, or for which type of functions or for which type of integrands we have to use this substitution method. Okay, simply you remember that when the function is in the form of some basic function with a variable not only x but with the type of ax plus b form or ax minus b form. For example, you know the formula sin x, integral of sin x you know, integral of cos x you know, integral of e power x you know, okay. But all those things will appear with the form of sin ax plus b or sin ax minus b or e power ax plus b or a power ax plus b, like this, okay. Then you have to substitute those ax plus b or ax minus b with some other variable, okay. That means we now first by substitution we are changing the variable, then and again resubstituting that variable, we will get the answer in given variables, okay. So this is the substitution method. So in the variable when in the some basic formulas of related to this integral, if there is an structure instead of the variable x like ax plus b or ax minus b, then you have to use this substitution method, okay. You know we are having formula x power n dx, so x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c, but instead of x we are having here ax plus b whole power n, so instead of x we are having ax plus b, so that should be substituted like that. Take this example, evaluate integration of 3x minus 5 whole power 7 dx, okay. So just now I told the formula, that is integration of ax plus b whole power n dx is ax plus b, of course it may be plus or minus, so integration of ax plus or minus b whole power n dx is 1 by a ax plus or minus b whole power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. So comparing with ax plus b, we are having 3x minus 5, so that is instead of a we are having 3, so substituting in that formula, okay, we should get 1 by 3 into 3x minus 5 whole power 7 plus 1 by 7 plus 1 plus c, okay. This 7 plus 1 is 8, so 1 by 3 into 8 24, 1 by 24 3x minus 5 whole power 8 plus c, okay. So otherwise some direct substitution method, if you go using the substitution method, not using formula, what you have to do, just you know integration of x power 7 dx is x power 7 plus 1 by 7 plus 1 plus c, so instead of x we are having this 3x minus 5, so that's why substitute 3x minus 5 with t, 3x minus 5 equal to t, okay. Then 3x minus 5 equal to t, then differentiate the equation with respect to x, then you know 3 into d by dx of 3 into x d by dx of 3x minus 5 equal to d by dx of t, finally you have 3 into 1 minus 0 equal to dt by dx, 3 into 1 3 minus 0 3 equal to dt by dx, or dx equal to dt by 3, okay. Then the resultant question is integration of t power 7 dt by 3, 1 by 3 is constant, so take the 1 by 3 before this integral symbol, then the remaining thing is 1 by 3 integration of t power 7 dt, that is 1 by 3 t power 8 by 8 plus c, t power 8 by 3 into 8 24, t power 8 by 24 plus c, again substitute this t with in terms of x, you get 3x minus 5 whole power 8 by 24 plus c, okay. So like that you may evaluate everything, okay, when variable x should be in the form of ax plus b, okay, or the variable part x part in every that basic function what we taken in the last session, you may find the thing ax plus b or ax minus b, then those those total thing that ax plus b or ax minus b should be substituted with t or other any variable, and then by differentiating with respect to x variable, those substitution equation, those equation by getting by substitution with respect to x, you have to evaluate the dx value in terms of t and somewhat, then you will have a basic integrand in t and dt terms, then you have to usual formulas use and we will get the answer very easily. So like that you may follow the things very clearly. Okay. So next going to the next slide, same thing, some properties what we discussed yesterday. Substitute this x with ax in all those formulas. Just substitute x with ax. It may be ax plus b or ax minus b, also same thing. There is no change in the result if it is ax plus b or ax minus b. Okay. So for example, integration of sin ax dx, it is 1 minus 1 by a cos ax plus c. Okay. You know integration of sin x dx is minus cos x plus c. Okay. In the starting of this substitution method, I told you have to write the same thing what you used in basic functions of that integrals. Just divide those things with derivative of the function what you have to substitute. Here you have to substitute ax with some another variable. So derivative of ax is a. So that's why you are dividing with a. Then you are getting minus 1 by a cos ax plus c. Of course, if it is sin ax plus b dx, then you will get minus 1 by a cos ax plus b plus c. Or if it is sin ax minus b dx, sin ax minus b dx, then it is minus 1 by a cos ax minus b plus c. Okay. So like this all the formulas will be evaluated by using yesterday's session formulas. The next thing is integration of cos ax dx. So 1 by a sin ax plus c. Integration of sec square ax dx, 1 by a tan ax plus c. Integration of cosec square ax dx, minus 1 by a cot ax plus c. Integration of sec ax tan ax dx, 1 by a sec ax plus c. Okay. All are depending upon the basic formulas. You know integration of sec square x dx is tan x plus c. Instead of x we are having ax, so derivative of ax is a. So divide this with a and add a constant c, that is 1 by a tan ax plus c. Integration of cosec square ax dx, minus 1 by a cot ax plus c. Integration of sec ax tan ax dx is 1 by a sec ax plus c. Okay. Going to next slide, same thing here also. Integration of cos ax plus b dx, 1 by a sin ax plus b plus c. And integration of sec square ax plus b dx, 1 by a tan ax plus b plus c. Integration of cosec square ax plus b dx, minus 1 by a cot ax plus b plus c. Integration of sec ax plus b tan ax plus b dx, it is 1 by a sec ax plus b plus c. Of course, if it is integration of cosec ax plus b into cot ax plus b dx, it is minus 1 by a cosec ax plus b plus c. Similarly, if it is integration of e power mx dx, it should be e power mx by m plus c. If it is integration of e power ax plus b dx, it is 1 by a e power ax plus b plus c. Okay. Same thing also taken when you have plus minus instead of plus between these ax and b. For example, integration of cos ax plus b dx, then it is 1 by a sin ax minus b plus c. Similarly, integration of sec square ax minus b dx, it is 1 by a tan ax minus b plus c. Integration of cosec square ax minus b dx, it is minus 1 by a cot ax minus b plus c. Integration of sec ax minus b into tan ax minus b dx equal to 1 by a sec ax minus b plus c. Integration of e power ax minus b dx, it is 1 by a e power ax minus b plus c. Okay. Like that these formulas, every formula what you taken in yesterday's session, you may substitute all those x variable with ax plus b or ax minus b, then just write the same thing on the right hand side, but take division with a for each and every integrand. Okay. Then Suppose going to evaluate integration of sec square 2x plus 3 dx. Okay, how can you evaluate integration of sec square 2x plus 3 dx? So of course just now we discussed the formula. Integration of sec square ax plus b dx is tan ax plus b by a plus c. Okay, so that's why the answer should also be here. Instead of comparing 2x plus 3 with ax plus b, you are having a equals to 2, so it is 1 by 2 tan 2x plus 3 plus c. It is direct by using formula, but using this substitution method you may solve this question. Okay, just substitute this 2x plus 3 equal to t. Okay, then differentiate on both sides with respect to x. You will get 2 into dx equal to dt directly. 2 into dx equal to dt or dx equal to dt by 2. Then the changed form of this question is integration of sec square t into dt by 2, and 1 by 2 is constant, so put this 1 by 2 before the integral symbol, and you will get it 1 by 2 into sec square t dt, and it is as same as integration of sec square x dx tan x plus c. Similarly, integration of sec square t dt is tan t plus c, so it is 1 by 2 tan t plus c, 1 by 2 tan t again in terms of x, 2x plus 3 plus c, so 1 by 2 tan 2x plus 3 by 2 plus c. Okay, again integrate x cube cos x power 4 with respect to x. Okay, integrate x cube cos x power 4 with respect to x. Okay, here also but after looking at this question you may get some confusion. So with what type of basic integrand that we are know, this can be compared. Okay, you cannot get the answer to compare this given integrand with the basic formulas. Okay, but just you know in this trigonometric functions, okay, you know the formula to evaluate integration of cos x dx, integration of cos x dx. So that is just basic information to search the solution for this given question. That's all. So none other basic information or none other any information is there to evaluate this integral. Okay, in the given integrand we are having x cube into cos x power 4, of course, but to evaluate this trigonometric functions integrals, the formula we are having related to this question is integration of cos x dx. That's all. But instead of this cos x we are having cos x power 4, cos x power 4. That's why substitute this x power 4 which is taken instead of x with some another variable, so that is x power 4 equal to t. Okay, then differentiating with respect to x, we get 4 into x cube equal to dt by dx. That means differentiation with respect to x on both sides. Then 4 into, you know, d by dx of x power n is n into x power n minus 1. You know, d by dx of x power n is n into x power n minus 1. That's why d by dx of x power 4 is 4 into x power 4 minus 1 means 4x cube equal to dt by dx, and taking dx to the left side you get 4x cube dx equal to dt. So then now compare the thing in the given integrand. We are having x cube dx also. Now we have to evaluate the thing is integral of x cube cos x power 4 dx. So x power 3 dx we are having in the integrand. So substitute the value of x power 3 dx in terms of dt. It is 1 by 4 dt. Okay. Now the integral will be in the form integral of x cube cos x power 4 dx equal to this cos x power 4 is cos t, because x power 4 equal to t, and the remaining thing x cube dx will be 2. Okay. Are you getting now? So take this 1 by 4 outside of the symbol, then 1 by 4 integration cos t dt equal to 1 by 4 integration of cos t, you know, sin t. So 1 by 4 sin t plus c. Okay, so this is 1 by 4 sin t is x power 4. T is x power 4 plus c. 1 by 4 sin x power 4 plus c. Okay, so finally we are getting integration of x cube cos x power 4 dx is 1 by 4 sin x power 4 plus c. Okay, okay, so this is the way to solve such type of questions or to evaluate the such type of integrals. Okay, if there is no chance to compare the given integrand with any basic formula, then just think about the basic formulas just for information regarding. Okay, so cos x power 4 is there, but you are know only the thing integration of cos x only. So comparing with that thing, you are having x power 4 instead of x, so that's why I substitute x power 4 with another variable. Then you will get some logic or some way to proceed the method. Okay, and one thing another thing also you may observe here we are having x power 4 and x cube. So you have to observe that by differentiating x power 4 somewhat in somewhat way we will get x cube term also. Okay, so x cube is also there. So that means you have to observe that there is a relation between this x4 and x cube in some way, that is by differentiation. So that is also one basic method to follow this substitution method. Okay, so like this you may proceed these questions to evaluate the integrals. Next, some standard integral is integrals of the form integration f of g of x into g dash x dx. Integrals of f of g of x into g dash x dx. That means you are having here g of x and g dash x. So by substituting g of x equal to t and then by differentiating you will get g dash x dx equal to dt. So then it will be integration of f of t dt only. Okay, I put g of x equal to t and then integrate with respect to x on both sides. You will get g dash x equal to dt by dx or g dash x into dx equal to dt. We are having in the given integrand directly g dash x into dx, so it is equals to dt only. So then by substituting all the things we will get integration of f of t, because this whole thing g of x is t, so f of t into g dash x dx is dt. So integration of f of t dt will be calculated using some basic informations or formulas. For example, using this standard form, evaluate integration of 2x into e power x square dx. The same thing, this is also same question what we discussed earlier, that is integration of x cube into cos x power 4 dx. Same thing it is also, that is the integration of 2x into e power x square dx. Okay, you are having here x square and 2x, and differentiation of x square is also 2x. Just like in the standard form we are discussed, that is g of x and g dash x. So that's why I put x square equal to t. Put x square equal to t. By differentiating with respect to x, you will get 2x into dx equal to dt, or 2x equal to dt by dx, which gives 2x dx equal to dt. Okay, then substitute these things. Integration of e power x square is t, e power t into the remaining thing is 2x dx. So it is integration of e power t into dt only, e power t into dt only. Okay, so the remaining thing is integration of 2x into e power x square dx equal to integration of e power x square into 2x dx, which is equals to integration of e power x square is t and 2x dx is dt. Finally the remaining thing is e power t dt, which equals to e power t plus c, e power t plus c. Okay, finally integration of 2x into e power x square dx equal to e power x square plus c. e power x square plus c. Okay, so that is the thing, that is the method we have to follow to evaluate this integral. Okay, so just you have to observe the relation between the terms, by differentiating which term you will get another term or another part of that integrand, or by substituting and then differentiating you will get some other part of that integrand. So that is nothing but substitution method. So in this substitution method the key role is differentiating. The key role is again differentiating. Okay, so that's why I am appealing all of you, please go for differentiation methods once again. Practice once again all the differentiation methods, and then if you have perfectness in the differentiation, then it is easy to find out the integration very easily. Otherwise it is too tough, because if you are facing problems at differentiation level, then there is no chance to learn about this integration, because already we discussed that this integration is the reverse process of differentiation. That's why the differentiation process plays key role in the evaluation of integrals. Okay, that's why first you have to thoroughly practice and thoroughly take the all questions in the prescribed textbooks regarding this differentiation. Then only you will solve all the integral questions using the substitution method. Okay, for example, another one is evaluate the integral of e power m tan inverse x by 1 plus x square dx. Evaluate integral of e power m tan inverse x by 1 plus x square dx. So just now I told all of you, you will find a relation between one part and another part of the given integrand if you have the ideas very perfectly regarding this differentiation. Okay, if you have very clear ideas about this differentiation, you will easily find the relation between two parts of the given integrand. Okay, here you are having tan inverse x and 1 by 1 plus x square. Immediately looking at this question, you have to guess that by substitution tan inverse x we will get another thing, because the derivative of tan inverse x with respect to x is 1 by 1 plus x square. So that's why put this m tan inverse x equal to t. Put this m tan inverse x equal to t. Then by differentiation on both sides you will get dt by dx equal to m into 1 by 1 plus x square. Okay, but because d by dx of tan inverse x is 1 plus x square, so dt by dx equal to m into 1 by 1 plus x square. Or by shuffling the terms, in which way what we are to shuffle the integrand in the way. Okay, that is dx by 1 plus x square equal to 1 by m dt. Okay, so that means take dx to the right hand side and take this m to left hand side from right hand side. Then we get dx by 1 plus x square equal to 1 by m dt. Okay, then by substituting all these things in the given integrand, you will arrive at integration of or integral of e power t, or suppose it is shuffle the integrand also, then you get integration of e power t e power m tan inverse x into 1 by 1 plus x square dx, or it is integral of e power m tan inverse x into dx by 1 plus x square. Then substituting the related things, then you will get e power t into 1 by m dt, because m tan inverse x is t and dx by 1 plus x square is 1 by m dt. So then the remaining thing is e power t into dt by m. This m by m means 1 by m constant, so put outside the integral symbol. Then this 1 by m into e power t dt, 1 by m into e power t plus c. So 1 by m into e power t is m tan inverse x plus c. So 1 by m into e power m tan inverse x plus c is the required integral for given integrand. Okay, so in the same way you have to calculate this thing, integration of tan inverse x by 1 plus x square dx, integration of tan inverse x by 1 plus x square dx. Okay, then same thing, you are having tan inverse x and 1 by 1 plus x square, so simply substitute tan inverse x with t. Okay, then you will get 1 by 1 plus x square into dx equal to dt. Okay, then the remaining thing is integration of t into dt, integration of t into dt, that is t square by 2 plus c, again substituting t, then tan inverse x whole square by 2 plus c. Okay, so these are the very important questions, very important questions for the method of substitution. But in the substitution method, the key role is of the differentiation is there, so you have to be perfect about the differentiation, then you will easily calculate these integrals using this substitution method. Okay, so please first you take all the methods regarding differentiation and take some practice about those methods, and then complete this integrals using this basic formulas or this substitution method. Then you will get a clarity and a very well idea about this substitution method. Okay, so by this we are ending our session. I hope all of you will do the exercise related to this topic prescribed in your textbooks or other any referral books. Okay, so this is the most important method. Substitution method is most important method, because in the later or coming sessions we have to use the substitution method very frequently. So if you complete all these questions in this exercise, then there you will get an idea about these things. Okay, so if there is such type of questions, then you may understand that this will be solved by using substitution method like that. Okay, so I hope all of you will do that, and we will meet in the next session using another method or another some exercise may be taken using the substitution methods. Okay, thank you one and all.